Welcome to part 3 of the delightful collection for May 2018, and in this video I'm going to show you all the different templates I have created for this collection. And we start with the storyboard 12 by 12 templates. We have some easy peasy squared template here. Well, maybe you think that's nothing big one, but I think if you have all those images in the same way, in the same shape, it can look really nicely. And to have this template, you can use that so more and so often again and again, and maybe you can also drag and drop that into an already existing layout and size them down. So we have that masks now here on your canvas, and then you can start to create a little bit of a layout with those storyboard templates, and then clip some pictures. Let's see what we can use here. We have here those, they are all that bright. So this cute doggy here, that's the first one. We clip that and then we size that down over here, and that one copy paste, and we use here that purple, oops, so clip it and make it smaller. And then we have here this fairy wheel. We can pick that pink frame and then we need to size more down. Okay, and then we have this cutie here. And let's try now something. So we clip that one here, and now I'm gonna click on the blue one and back on that, duplicate the girl, move it on top of the blue mask, and the same we do with the pink one here. Command J, move it down. Where was it? Was it mask 7? Yes. And look at it. You have one picture and you used one row from top to down to the bottom with one image. And if you like to have it smaller, you can. So you can select all the photos. You can also use on the bottom of your this little thing to clip that together, so they will be fixed together and nothing will happen again. And when you move it around, you always be sure that you have selected all coordinate or photos that are together. Let's see what we can, maybe have some more black and white here. That one is black and white. That little sweet girl, and we use the blue one. So, and take that one. Well, use that one. That will be, I think, a little bit of a bit too dark, but that's not too bad. So, but you see the idea now of using storybook templates, storyboard, sorry about that, storyboard templates in a layout, and this is what can happen, what you can do. They are so versatile, and I think you can create fantastic layouts when using only those storyboards, when you drag and drop it onto your existing layout, what you maybe already started. Let's see what we can create here in a fast way. Well, authentic. So we have that one. Let's see what we can do with that one. Only on top of that, or here. No, that's silly. Or here, or here. No, I don't want that here. What? Oh yes, what we also can create now, by size that very down, and then we have here a kind of the drop shadow. So very soft one. It's 3 pixels in the distance, and the size is 7 pixels, and multiply, and the opacity is at 35, and the angle is at 50. So it's really, it's not, whoops, whoops, what was it, 3, 4, and the angle. So so it should really lay on top of your solid paper, not far away. So you need to be sure that your shadow is very close to the paper, that it looks like that it looks realistic. And let's go to the artsy bits and pieces, what we have here in that collection, and we have here some washi tapes. Double click on it, and it's also a black one. No, doesn't want. No, it's done. And we close that. Yep. So we put that on top, and then we're going to use another picture here. I think we did here maybe a color one. What do you think? It would be great if someone would now say stop. Okay, let's try that one. That one. We always click on the mask before we place the photo, so we can be sure that the photo is placed just on top of the mask, and we can easily add that one to the right layer. Okay, here we go. Maybe we can add here a Lupilalosa. Let's use the PNG. So look at that, and we're going to have, you see, it's start to get a little bit of artsy, and nevertheless we have very straight and clear layout now, with a lot of text. We have a lot of pictures, and we have here a eye-catcher picture. We also can maybe place just on the bottom of all them this black element. Let's try that, how it will look. Nope. Even I like that behind this text just coming up here behind that, and yes, I will do that. Let's see what happens when we duplicate that one and place it on top. And then I like to do something now, and that's I create an inverted mask, and okay, that will now not work how I wanted. Okay, only a little bit of that, only a little bit of the added artsy bit in the back will show up on top of the images, and only by clicking, by dabbing a brush will give you a little bit of those details on top of it. Yes, this is something I have now used here. Solid paper, one of the torn frames, and of course we have here the storyboard 12 by 12 template. And sure, you can use here all different storyboards as a frame set on top of your layouts to create kind of that layout. Then we have the letter sized one. We have here a nice heart and different frames, and here with a square, and here that one. And I already showed in some of the previous template videos how to create out of those simple frames an artsy layout. So if you like to watch, go to my YouTube channel and check out the templates, and there you find some videos how I do that. And if you like to see more of them, please write me in the comments. I'm always happy to see what customers like to see. Okay, then we have the storybook. Storybook is always very wild, very artistic, and it's a lot of playing when you have them. Just to mention here, when you open your files, they will all shown white, so you need to, they look like that one when you open them, and when you see them in your folder, they will show up white. That's why I have here this white template info. So double click on them when they are open, your Photoshop or Photoshop Elements. Click on the first layer on top and slide down by holding down the mouse, and then all the layers will be turned on at once. Okay, let's try here a little bit around. We have some pictures again, and we're going to use that little sweet koala bear. Let's see, and we go to the mask, and let's add them here. And you can see the overlay does not much on that image. Let's see when we change here the setting of the layer, what happened. Oh, look at that. That's a nice one. And you can see I added now only that image without clipping on anything. If you clip it on the mask, everything in the background will be shown up. But I think I like that one. And now let's try what happens when we change here the setting of the whole image we have placed now. And look at it, what now happens. The blue from the mask gives the koala bear now a kind of detail in the fur. So when you turn off, it really disappears, and when I turn it on with the blue, the koala bear gets blue. Now we can change, if we turn on the hue saturation, it's by pressing Command U, and maybe we can change here the mask, the color of the mask, and you can see how the koala bear also change. We can turn down the saturation, or you can increase the saturation. We also can make the mask darker, or we can make the mask brighter. And only by that simple little things you can change so much in your layout. It's a lot of playing. Of course, it's not a drag and drop thing. It's playing, and with it you will be able to learn how things work on images and how they will kind of react on images. And we have here the paint, and let's see what happens when we drop that on top of the hole. What happens? Lighter, screen, and now you get some gesso effect. Overlay, let's turn on, turn off, or vice versa. So let's see, and you can see you get here really nice textures from the fur with only that paint on top. Vivid light, that now pops really out. And now here this purple comes out here, but you don't see anything anymore much from the image itself. So you can see it's only playing around. And let's turn that paint off, and you can see it's very clear, but you have a really nice overlay effect with that frame. And you can add here some text. You can change the headline. Is this written in right? I don't know. Yes, this is the delightful story book title here. And let's play shortly with that one. Do we still have this? Yes, we have that one, and or the yellow one. So this is what you can do. These are the shapes, and we clipped it, and now you can see what happens when you here also change here the layer setting of your image, of the image itself. I think I like the multiply. And let's change the background, and we can use here from the fusion paper maybe something. Let's see. So we place that in the back, maybe this way. Let's see what happens when we, and you can see it already start to get artsy. You can move that, you can move that text over here. So the scribble can be moved a little bit down. That's nothing. Okay, then we place here in this photo frame something. Picture. We use that one. I like that guy. Okay, peekaboo. Okay, we clipped it. Let's size it down a little bit more again. Okay, and you can see now the overlaid shape does not much on that image. Okay, let's play with the settings. Look at it. We have without the shape, and now we have it with the shape, and it looks fun. And then we have the next one. Let's do what we're going to call this little fur baby, because it's a lot of white. And clip. Look at that cutie. I think I really like that color burn already on top of that. Maybe we change the yellow now from the mask with the koala bear into a more something bluish. Then it coordinates more, much more with the page itself. And we use the overlays here. There, those darker ones, they are the overlays. This is the yellow. I like that one. Now it looks nice. Yes, I like it. This is now what you can see here is the storybook templates, page 2 and 3 from the Delightful collection. And what we're gonna have, let's play with the back side, because I know something. And we choose the layer film copy. No, not that one. And I wanna go have this one. And I have here somewhere a little kitty. Yes, here she is. Copy, paste, and look at it. What happens? Then we clip that on that film copy, and this is what you get. Only because there is on top of the layer now a mask film, and it's turned on color burn. And this is what then happens to your image. You can change, of course, here again by yourself the layers, the layer settings. But I think here works the color burn the best. Gets really, really a nice effect on it. You can also add here from the, maybe reduce a little bit of the pattern papers here. Let's see what happens. And you can see it's looking through here. And I have a torn piece of photo masks. That one. Oops. Oopsie daisy. 9. So. Let's see what happens when we use that one. Copy paste on top of the, and then we have here the impasto paper. It's clipped, so eek. Let's see. You have now here a little bit of a texture in the background, and it overlays the wild pattern paper. But sure, you can also use a solid paper. Maybe we use that really neutral one here, and this is what happens, and it changes a lot. So this is the page 12 of the storybook template from the Delightful collection. Okay, you saw now some of the pages from this collection or from the storybook. Storybook are always really artsy, really, you need to take time to create fantastic pages. They will be totally different from everything, and if you combine them with them between them, you can reach something. I mean, you have this wild one, and then comes maybe an easier one with only images and on those straight shapes. Um, your book of memory will really have. It looks not the same when you go through the page and the next page, and everything would look like those pages from the storybook. It will get boring, I think. So if you put between that one such pages, wait, let's move it. Did that work? Well, when you put that in here between, you can see it gives a cut, and then when you flip through the pages after you have printed, you will see that you have a break between the pages, and it makes your book of memories more interesting. If you have always the same colors, the same style, the same kind of vibe of it gets boring. And if you have 100 pages in the end of the year and they all look the same, I don't know if it's fun to flip through all the pages. That's why I have those story board kind of templates, so you can push them between, and everybody who will flip through the pages will wake up again, because the style changes, and it not gets boring. Yes, next folder we have the weekly templates. We have this time 3 extra papers, extra templates, and let's see how they look like. We have here one with a lot of blending, and here a little bit of gold I added here, and texture. And let's get wild. Oh, it's this one. Okay, let's add here in the background the paper already. We have then go to the images, and we're going to use maybe that girl again. Copy, paste, click on the blending mask, and let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. So it already looks really good. Maybe that one. Here is a lot of text. Let's see what happens when we add here this little breakfast image to this. Okay, and we move those both on top of it, and then we have that one. And if we change the settings of our layers, we can change the look of this clipped image, but I think it's normal is the best here. So changing the opacity, so you get an exposure effect here a little bit. Okay, and then you change only your text and you will be done. That's the extra. Yes, I know. I know, so many templates. That one, and close that. That one. Yes. Okay. Weekly templates. We have the extra. That's the second one. Also with a lot of blending, and only one little bit of a frame here and on the corner. But everything you see here is nope. Pictures. Gonna use the crow again. So we have here a color burn effect, and oops, and clip that one. And you can see here we have here some painted gesso and color burn. We set. So this is, you can see this gesso here. Look at it. It's painted and you can move it around, but I think how it is, it can stay here because it makes this little bit kind of grungy on the side, because there happens not much on the image. But we can try to use maybe a magic light over here. Let's see what happens when we use color burn. Oh yes, a little bit something. Maybe we can go to the gesso, press Command L, and then make the gesso a little bit darker. A little bit only. And then also the magic lights will pop out more. Yes, this is it. And then we can use here a little bit of another image, and we're going to use which one? What? I like that hippo. It doesn't coordinate now much with the crow, but I like that hippo picture. Look at it. Gets blue. And why? Because we added, so the mask itself is blue linear burn, so you can change that mask itself, overlay. Now it looks a little bit more brighter. And now you can change the background with a, we can change here. Let's pick that paper and we go to the background, we copy and paste that in, and you see you already have now a almost done page. And with the color burn overlay here, you can reach a real cool effect on the crow or on your image. If you play around with that, you can see what happened to your image or what it does. That's also really cool now. But now everything around the crow will disappear. So the best thing is now to create a clipping mask. No, not a clipping mask. Masking. We will mask it in here. And then we choose a brush, soft one, and then we remove parts of this color burn mask so that only on the crow later the color burn effect will show up, and everything else will be will not be covered from the color burn. So you can see here what happens when we duplicate again the color burn. layer, and you can see the effect of the color burn will get stronger and stronger. And I like this effect. It's really artsy, and you can change it a lot with only copy paste one of the this layer here. You can move the text now over here if you want, but that's only an idea now. You can add here maybe something else, or you also can change that striped effect here. I use now that one, that will be too bold, I guess, but or you can use it with only with a different color. So we have a color overlay, oops, and then you can change that a lot, that mask which is in the layout itself included. Okay, yes, this is the extra. I play a lot too long just with all the okay, we have here the another one, and then we have the index page, how I call it always. Then we have now the weekly, the week 18. Let's see what we have here. 3 different photo frames, square here this time, a lot of paint, some scribbles, and here we have a transfer corner. Then we have the week 19. Also here a lot of different, open it, a lot of frames, nice shadows, a lot of watercolor. We have here some threads going on, and I don't see the text over here. Yes, this is week 19. Then we have week 20. It's a more paint, bit lace, scribble, blendings, different watercolor blendings here on top, and 3 vertical frames with a little bit of a staple here. 20, week 20 was that. Then we have 21. We have a lot of frames this time in the layouts, and here we have really different blendings of watercolor, so you can move them around and really play with them or leave them how they are, and only add in the background a little bit of a solid paper. Let's do that. Let's choose that one. Maybe we flip horizontally, so this is what happened, and then we can choose from the color style something to change here the paint. I think I like that the white one, or we can use the gradient stuff. So you can see it already changed a lot, the template, and you can use it how it is. That's up to you. Week 21. Back to the weekly, and then the last one is we have one with circles this time. Also a lot of different watercolor blends here, and the same how we have it on the week before. Change fast and easy with the colors. They are free, your blends, or you can, of course, clear layer style. We pick a picture. That nice looking guy here, and I want to have that black watercolor. Look at it. And then we're going to move that watercolor a little bit, that we can see this guy a little bit more, how he peeks around the corner, and move that around. So maybe we can see the second eye of this guy, and you see, that's fast done. So we have here a lot of blendings, and then we have here the circles, and together they will look beautifully. So this is what you can do with the weekly templates for this month. Okay, so we are through the templates now for the delightful collection, and I hope you enjoyed this little tutorials and ideas, inspiration, whatever, and walk through the products. I hope we go and see you in the next video. Hope you enjoy. Have fun. Bye.